So that is a really long answer to, like, I guess the main thing that I've learned doing this cut, really applying this concept where it's not, the work doesn't stop when the load is shedded off, but it really keeps going into that maintenance, because my goal for myself and for my clients is really to build something sustainable, and like a point in your life that like you don't feel constantly trapped with the scale or constantly trapped into having to weigh and measure everything. Because if we can like do this cycle and be able to increase your metabolism, now we're like inducing a super healthy way to live, but also a way to live that, yes, you can like eat like over 2,000 calories and like keep the body composition you have right now, or stay like here because it becomes where your body wants to be. So that's like the biggest thing, I guess, that I've been learning and putting into practice. And the second big thing that I've experienced, which I haven't experienced like since I think I was like 15 years old, when I had like a problem with food because I was 15 years old and I wanted to be way too skinny, is there's definitely this level of pushing and time, because I was like prepping for a show for 6 months, which I think is way too long. I wouldn't even let my athlete do this, where we'll do 3 months, you know, of a progression to like make their body change, and normally we take a month off because we really need like your hormones and body to reset. So 3 months on, 1 month off is kind of normally the extent of where I would go, and doing this show really helped me see that I was right, because I went for a long time for myself. And I do feel like that last 2 weeks, like pushing this much, like I did find myself like, and both me and my husband, like we've been like, now I feel like I'm past this side, but I definitely like started to binge. And I know a lot of some people are like, you're not binging, you're overeating. No, I was binging. Like I really was. I couldn't stop eating. My belly was hurting, and we just kept going. And that's like how I guess you know that like you've passed a certain level of we kind of both went too far. So I think like having gone too far like this was this is gonna sound bad, but it was good for me, because I can really now like relate a lot more with my clients of where that might be. And like when like this like mindset in your head start to change from how you want to look to like really focusing on health, that's where like the problem happens. So what we're doing now, so that was like, I guess the binging was like the first month after the show. And then things that helped me with it was like really staying active on my feet. Not like active in a punishing way, because I think like that keeps you in that like bad cycle. But just like stay active. So I would go and walk a lot and just like try to be outside, because when you do things productive and fulfilling in life, you don't feel like food is like controlling you really. Like I don't know, that's how I feel. And then like really starting to change our mindset into like, well, food is for fuel and health. So even though we were trying to look a certain way, it has to be at the bottom of all of it for fuel and health. So what me and Dave are doing now, one more thing, after the first month we got COVID, and then our gut got like super messed up. So I think like not eating as good as we were doing, plus COVID, our gut got really messed up. And that was kind of the point where we were like, you know what, now we're gonna spend the next couple months just like doing like gut health, and that's what we've been really focusing on. And it's funny because I do feel like when you put garbage in your body, you feel like garbage, and when you don't, you don't. So the good news is that if you're like, you know, don't know how to get out of like that eating bad, like just get something to anchor you back in. And that's why me and Dave, we both do those 30-day challenge. They're I call them trim down or, you know, sculpt and this type of thing. But truly the challenge is all about like giving people a lifestyle to follow that is healthy and support where you want to be. It's like health. So having that, have someone to help you that, get someone to bring you back to this like maintenance and like have a new starting point is great to get out of there. And also just like having like just cleaning up your food. The good news is that literally it takes like 1 or 2 days of like really eating clean and feeling the difference where you're like kind of back on the wagon. So those are the things that yep, that was a lot, but that's what we do for rosefitness.com. Hey guys, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and follow and check out my nutrition and training program at rosefitness.com. This is where you're going to get everything you need for your body, health, wellness journey transformation to be the best version of you.